Well, Ingeborg, in the spirituality, the spiritual books, etc., are becoming more and more popular. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Well, I must say I'm a very big fan of spirituality, as everybody knows, I think, who knows me and who has read my books. It's beautiful and it's true, you know, we do need to live in the present, in the now, and we have to love ourselves and love others and forgive other people and, you know, just know that inside us is the light and everything that we need to find is inside us. So I couldn't agree more, really. But the problem with all these things is that you can only get there through feeling. It is impossible to get there by thinking, by reading books, by having good you know, intentions and thinking, okay, well, you know, I'm going to read this book and then I'm going to live in the present. I'm going to forgive other people. I'm going to let go of the past. That's another big one, you know, let go of the past. And someone once said to me, Ingeborg, the only thing that wants to, you know, that you can let go is a bird in a cage. You can open the cage and the bird will fly away. But all the stuff that we struggle with, you know, you can't just let go. So what do we need to do? We can't think our way there. We can't think our way into the present. We can't read our way into the present. We can't have good intentions to be in the present. They will last for a little bit and then they will just collapse. They will crumble and leaving us in the end feeling maybe even worse, because then you'll think like, my God, I'm really a loser because, you know, living in the present. Why can't I do that? Everybody seems to be able to do it, and it's a very plausible and good concept. So why can't I do it? Such a simple little thing. So I have to say that in a way. So even though I agree completely. These are the things that we want to strive for. This is the truth. This is the way. This is where we want to go. But the way there is called feeling. And there's only one way there. And that is by going inside yourself and feeling your way through all the pain, through all the anguish, through all the fear, through all the anger, through all the stress, and also through all the indifference, and getting underneath all these things, all these mechanisms that we all apply in our daily life, including addictions, you know, eating too much, drinking too much, whatever it is that you can't stop yourself from doing. All these things, we cannot let go of them. You can try to let go of an addiction, you can try to let go of your anger, but it's just going to come back, because the solution is underneath. It's one level deeper than all these things. So we have to go and look what's underneath. So that's by going inside and feeling underneath, and then we will find out that there is inside of us, there is pain that we all carry with us from when we were still very small children. No matter what happened in your childhood, even, you know, the so-called perfect childhood, there have always been painful experiences that are still stored in us, and that the way we are made, somehow our mind, our consciousness just tries to keep them there, tries to keep them repressed. And in order to do this, we have all these difficulties. So I would say, read all those beautiful books, be inspired by all the beautiful texts and you know, messages, but know that the way there is called feeling. And it's not just feeling on the surface, but it is really feeling inside, behind all the pain that you might carry within you. And see what you find there. Once you can go there, then these, you know, beautiful concepts will become a reality that will be within your grasp.
founder of PRI. So very concrete. When I'm in a situation, I don't feel in the present, and I'm irritated, and I can't forgive my etc. What concrete can I do?
Yes, well, first of all, what you need to recognize that there are 5 great illusions, as I call them. 5 great illusions, which are all based on one simple idea. And the one simple idea is that the cause of how I'm feeling, whether it's feeling good or feeling bad, and everything else, that the cause of my feelings actually is in the present and in my life right now. So, oh, I'm feeling great because I just received a new book in the mail. Oh, I'm feeling horrible. My husband didn't look at me friendly this morning. So that's the big illusion, because we attribute our feelings to something outside of us in the present. Whereas actually, the cause of how I'm feeling, whether it's really good or really bad or anything in between, the cause is inside myself. So that's what you first have to start to understand. And I write a lot about that. And then the second thing you need to understand is that these feelings that you have inside of you actually are what I call defenses against all pain. So once you start recognizing that a defense is being activated in the present, you find out what it's being activated by. So there's something outside of you that you perceive that activates one of your defenses. For example, you become angry and you don't want to forgive someone for something they did to you. Recognize that this is one of those, what I call the 5 great illusions. Anger, fear, self-doubt, stress, and indifference. Those are the 5 big illusions. So once one of these 5 big illusions, defenses, is triggered, for example, the anger, to realize that that means only that there is something in the present, which happened. For example, your husband didn't look at you friendly this morning and you're very angry and you don't want to forgive him about that. It's a small example, but it applies to small things as well. Understand that there's actually something underneath that's being touched upon. So it has a link with something that you lived through as a child. Once you understand that, then you can stop engaging in the angry behavior. It's not letting go of the anger because it's not that easy, but you stop engaging in it and you ask yourself a question to actually enter into this old pain. You get there, you feel the old pain by asking yourself, how does it feel to be treated in that way? Knowing that you're talking about the past and not about the present day situation. And then you access the feelings that are inside of you. You can feel them, you can access them, you can integrate them, and then you can return into the present, and then you are able to really see the present for what it truly is. And then you can say, oh, he didn't look at me very nicely this morning, but I know because he has a big presentation and he's really stressed. So he was just completely absorbed in himself, for example. Or you can say, well, sweetheart, what happened? Why did you look at me like that this morning? And then maybe he will tell you. But you will be able to get away from one of these 5 big illusions. And in the end, you will understand. You will, by applying this process, by doing that diligently every day and observing for your defenses, reversing your defenses, feeling the pain behind it, with the help of a therapist or with the help of the books that I wrote about it, then you will find in the end, and it's such a fantastic discovery, and I really, really wish this for everybody, that you discover that you are the source of your feelings. It's incredible. No matter what is happening outside, good or bad, it is coming from inside. And this gives you such an incredible power and such an incredible force inside of you, and so much inspiration and so much light also to take your life in your own hands and really become the person that you were meant to be. It's never too late to become the person you were meant to be. It's a beautiful quote, and I think it's very inspiring to think of that.